Sup, my name is Ryu for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. Welcome to a totally different video. We're just gonna put a spin on what we typically do on Mondays, because I don't feel it really needs to be a complete coffee time. It's okay to have discussions in the middle that pretty much would go for coffee time. So this one's been on my mind for a little while, and since I had the flu, I kind of just want to make up coffee times for you. And we're not gonna call it that, but here we go. When and how will a TCG get Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon? This has been a looming question on my brain for the past couple of weeks. I'm actually going to explain why. In Japan, the only way to get Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon is to pre-order the movie tickets. Now, this was prior to the movie actually coming out. Or coming out. I don't even think it's out yet. What am I saying? So, you actually have to pre-order to get the Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon. I'm hoping this isn't going to be the case for the TCG or for my friends in Europe, because I want everyone to be able to use it. That's kind of the guy I am. And I know the hype is real, because this is not only a special year for Yu-Gi-Oh!, but it's a special year for Pokemon. So if you've ever been a fan for Pokemon, Pokemon's on its 20th, and obviously I'm kind of promoting the smaller channel. Just saying, it's there. More importantly, back on topic, I'm assuming that Konami of America won't be dumb. I know what everyone's going to want to say. I want to say it too, but honestly, I'm going to give them credit here. I think they're going to import it properly, where it's not going to be where you have to pre-order to get it through tickets. I think that would be inconsistent, terrible, bad. I have so many words I just want to use right there, but I just don't want to actually say it that way. My greatest fear is not that it would become a secret rare. It would become super limited to the point that people would be charging $200 for a Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon. And let's be honest, the deck really does need two of them, 2 to 3, but I would say 2 of them, to actually compete, to actually make it 10 times more viable than it is now. You could argue you could use the Blue Eyes Sapphire version. You don't need the alternative for that version. You can get away without it. Or you could just get creative and get good and put Felgrand in there and make it work. But let's be honest with each other. I think all of us fear imports, because it's something that we don't have any knowledge of. We don't know when it's coming. We don't know how Konami's going to do it. I'm hoping, in all honesty, that we get something like a World Superstar 2, and Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon is the center point of that set. And that may just be me being a fanboy of Blue Eyes White Dragon. That may just be me trying to say, hey, this would make a great way to print it and move all these other cards that need to come from overseas into here. The Bergamites, I think that's what they're called. They're the Korean exclusive trap cards that are monsters and like parasites, the artwork. That would be a good way to include those guys too and get them out there. Because Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon by itself is freaking, it's just like selling hotcakes. You just do it. You just go with it. You just make it happen. And honestly, it would be such a freaking shame if Konami just goes, no, we're just going to make it movie ticketed only at only certain movie theaters, and your town doesn't get one. You're out of luck. What are you going to have? Secondary market murdering your wallet for a Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon. And honestly, I think Konami knows about the secondary market to the point that they would acknowledge it. And that's probably part of the reason why the adjusted list, emergency ban list, happened as fast as it did. Because the prices were insane and nothing else was selling. Everyone just wanted Perform Pal and Friends. And yeah, there's multiple other reasons we could talk about that. But back on topic. Shining Victories. I think it's Shining Victories. Correct me if I'm wrong. The set after Breakers of Shadow is a set that has most of the Blue Eye stuff that we will need to make the deck work. And at its core, we have like half of it now. We're going to get the other half then, because right now we have the Twin Twisters and the Maiden and the Azure Eyes. There, we're going to get a bunch of other stuff that we need. But it kind of seems from a Konami standpoint of America, what they typically do is, hey, we have this set that, has the Blue Eye stuff, and this set has the rest of the Blue Eye stuff to pump up your deck. I don't think right now, time of recording, we're having that happen with Monarchs just yet. I think there's a few things, because Monarchs are kind of really just budgeted. They're not in the booster set, so you can't really look at Monarchs and say, well, you have it this way and it's completely like that. So to be fair, I don't think we can actually include Monarchs in that whole sense of spreading the love against, across sets. But I mean, in a way, I guess if you look at Quantum Monarchs, then yeah, technically it is true, because you have Monarchs and you have Wing Raiders, and then some people like that version a lot better than the typical version. But for Blue Eyes, most people are going to run 80%, maybe 95% of the deck the same. Unless they're running a variant, it's pretty much always one kind of style of way of running the deck. There's plenty of variants I'm working on right now, which I'm going to just shut up about, because I'm going to wait till they're ready and then release it to you guys. But obviously, Blue Eyes is not just an iconic card in Yu-Gi-Oh's history. It's an iconic card for this channel. On our custom play mat, which is only 2 right now, Blue Eyes takes up the right-hand side of the mat. So Blue Eyes isn't just another deck that we're going to upload to the channel and not give two shits about. It's something we're passionate about. It's something we care deeply about. And that's what I've always said the discussions stem from. I don't just randomly come up with a discussion and say, that sounds great. I may record it, and it may never happen. It may never get edited and put out there, because I pretty much just sit on it for a little while, see if I'm actually happy with the end product, and go from there. But Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon being imported scares the living hell out of me. And I know that's not just true just for Blue Eyes. It's true for, like, multiple other things. But I'm hoping we get Alternative Blue Eyes in a way that makes sense, and one of my favorite ways would be a special edition for Europe and for the TCG, where it's only one, promo, and it's that Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon, because that would be a cheap way to get it. Everyone would have access to it. It'd be illegal immediately. Just something along those lines that it's not super hard. Hell, even put in the fucking Megatins as the cover card. That's hype right there. And it wouldn't be too far off, I guess about 4 months after all the Blue Eye stuff came out. So that's also kind of a cross-set thing. But it's hard to say. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think, how and when do you think Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon is going to come to the east, the west, the TCG side? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm ready for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. If you enjoy this content, then make sure to hit that subscribe button for more. And more stuff coming at you later this week. Thanks for watching, and I'm out for now. Peace.